It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. And drum roll, please. Oh, sorry. Eddie G's Cookies. That's right. If you want a cookie that tastes good, that is good, and ain't got all that other stuff that ain't no good. Did I say that right? Try Eddie G's Cookies, or should I say go to eddiegs.com and place your order today. Or now you can go to amazon2.com. You know, I guess we can't go to Travel Centers of Americas because who's going to grandma's house nowadays? Absolutely nobody. I would hit the button, but I don't feel like it. Anywho, for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so, and we will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment, did I mess up already? That's indignant or ignorant in nature, it won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
With that being said, joining me on the program today is my cat from across the way, Joey James, a.k.a. Double J. Tell the people what you say. Your audio is not coming through that good. All right. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. Please, we didn't know he was going to have technical difficulties while we jump right off the screen. Yeah, as you can see, he's moving his lips, but no audio is coming through. In the meanwhile, until he get things together right quick, I'll just say we got a great lineup for y'all today. What should I say? A few items on the menu. 3 items on the menu. We're doing what we call for the rest of the football season, the NFL and college. We're doing for college, we're calling it 3 for 3. We'll preview 3 of today's games, okay, and then we'll review 3 of next week's games this week. Did that make sense? Okay, probably not. But anyway, we're doing that. The reason why we're picking the 3 primarily is because, you know, as they impact what type of weight they may have in regards to the college football playoff, the new 12-team expansion of the playoffs. You good on the sound, Double J, or no?
I think
Yeah, you're going. I can hear you, but it's barely.
Okay.
Yeah, barely hear you. Yep. All right. But anywho, we waiting for somebody to get to the program. But in the meantime, I got this one question. Well, not even a question. I just want to mention something right quick. It's interesting before we get to our 3 for 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. My bad. 3 for 3, and then we're gonna do which team we got a graph we're gonna throw up. Which team wins the Super Bowl first? Which NFL team wins the Super Bowl first? I gotta say that because now, you know, some people are talking about world champions and NBA champions and all that. So I gotta be more specific when I'm discussing things here on this program. But yeah, we got a graph we're gonna throw up and say I would ask you all, you know, who wins the Super Bowl out of a selection or collection of teams. And then we're gonna do our NFL week 1 pick'ems. That's right. Shout out for that. Our NFL week 1 pick'ems. We're gonna go through all the slated games, starting with Thursday's game because the NFL season is here. And we're gonna start with Thursday's game and then go all the way through to Monday's games. You know, we're gonna pick like who you think will win, obviously, and so on and so forth. But anyway, without further ado, drum roll, please. Never mind. I don't even feel like hitting the buttons. I find it interesting. We done talked about it on this program or this platform on many of occasions. Obviously, when we get to football season, we're talking college football.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia. Oh, I can hear you pretty good now, Double J. Okay. The Georgia Bulldogs. I find it interesting that they are ranked number 1 after not playing in the college in the championship. Well, excuse me, in the championship last year. But the 2 previous years, if I'm not mistaken, did they win the 2 previous, right? Back-to-back national champions, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Following those 2 seasons, they were ranked what? Do you recall? I don't, but I know they weren't ranked number 1.
Yeah, they were in the top 3. It just wasn't
Okay,
number 1.
well, in the top 3. But my contention has always been, how is it that a team wins the national championship and then the following season, that team, Georgia, okay, in particular, wins the national championship, but is not ranked number 1 by, I don't even want to say default, because they were the defending champions. And then you and Brother Rich, y'all weighed in talking about some, oh, well, they lost 15 starters on the defense, 1,500 starters or something to that effect. The recruiting classes is coming in are different than, oh, man, stop it. Help me to understand. All that being what it is, how are they ranked number 1 this season after not winning last season? But the 2 previous seasons, they weren't ranked number 1.
Well, you got to remember, right? We're not talking about last year. We're talking about this year. Their roster is slightly different. And that's
Their
why
roster was
Michigan,
different. Their roster was different the previous 2 years that they have won the championship.
right? But by comparison, I'll give the example. Michigan right now is playing and looking quite awful. For if they would have been ranked by default, right, as the reigning champion, which is still true, that statement is still applicable. But in order for them,
this is Georgia we're talking about,
right? But I'm saying that they're not the defending champion.
Georgia's not, and they're
Not
ranked
anymore.
number 1 this season. When they were the defending champions, they were not ranked number 1. Georgia should have been, my point is, Georgia should have been ranked number 1 the last 4 years. Why not?
Because unfortunately, the previous season's rankings and performance, for that matter, is not unfortunately, that's where it stops at the end of that season, which typically I want to say is
If that's the
changing
case,
that rule right now.
okay,
But
all right. Well, if that's the case, then explain how Alabama and Ohio State are always in the top 2, regardless of how they do.
The combination of recruiting, even though, like you've pointed out, which is actually, I completely echo the sentiments that those freshmen typically aren't playing, and then returning starters, and then, of course, potentially some combination of strength of schedule and that type of thing.
Yeah, okay, got you. All right. So anyway, it makes no sense is what you're saying. That's really what you're saying. Anyway, our 3 for 3. Our first up, we're going to preview 3 games that took on the college football landscape that took place today. And again, I'm going to pick 3 games each week, the following week, obviously, to review, and then we'll pick 3 games for the following week to preview, if that made any sense. And again, this is all the games that I think may have an impact on the 12-team playoff for this year. Of course, obviously, we're just talking about Georgia. Clemson was ranked 14, obviously going into Georgia, who was ranked number 1. And what happened? Dabo, he's going to have to start dabbling in the transfer portal. Okay. Or otherwise, or get on down the road. I'm just saying. Because I didn't think Georgia was going to do him like that. But yeah, they opened up a can. Don't look over there, because you picked Clemson. Absolutely. I seen your card, your parlay Pete, or whatever they call you on that side of the town in Virginia. Yeah, I said, yeah, you picked the over or something like that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Georgia right now, they look to be the number 1 favorite to win it all again right now. Or is Clemson just that bad?
It's a really interesting phenomenon that is happening with that team over the last few years, because they've done good enough to, say, remain ranked.
Who? Clemson?
Clemson. They're finishing now. Here's the thing, and this is now you.
Let me fix my glasses so I can hear what you really
occasions said. Get Florida State should be in. Florida State should be in. Basically, the opposite of Herb Street. But the unfortunate side, they're in the same conference.
What did you say? I said what happened? What did I say?
You wanted Florida State in, and I told you what was going to happen, and ultimately did happen, which is they got the brakes beat off of them, which was just embarrassment for football.
No, stop. Stop. Don't do that. you can't make the statement without explaining why that was the case. Why was that the case that Florida State got beat? Because they lost their quarterback, bruh.
Well, they didn't this time around. They got
Ukulele.
actually former
is that his name?
Clemson
Ukulele?
quarterback.
Yeah,
And
Ukulele. No, he's not better than my man Wilson last year. Wilson was
you
balling,
know
bro.
that in high school he was actually ranked higher than Jalen Hurts.
Well, in high school, I was ranked higher than Michael Jordan. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That's high school we talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Put a knick-knack paddywhack on a couple of these knees, baby, and some biofreeze, and you got Jordan, okay, and then you got me, all right? I'm just saying, all right? Anyway, yeah, Georgia, they look to be in mid-season form right now to be that number one, get that number one spot for the college football playoffs and probably win the national championship too. Because Kirby, I don't even think Kirby, he don't mess around with the portal. Or does he? Kirby Smart?
He does a little, but
yeah,
he doesn't have to. I mean, think
about
it.
A lot of his, they kind of homegrown, aren't they?
Right.
Like farm to table, like the Denver Nuggets. Start calling them the Georgia Nuggets. Maybe. Anyway, that was
out for the newcomer. That's all I'm going to say.
What newcomer?
Well, Texas.
Man, Texas just beat Valdosta State. $2 million or nothing.
Oh, what?
Man,
weren't you just saying how bad Clemson is?
I know. I asked. I'm not a Clemson follower until they play in the Miami Hurricanes. Who
they're in a really weird predicament because he's done well enough to get to December and have them ranked and have them a part of a conversation, especially now that you're in a 12-team playoff, right? Because if he, even despite this loss, which will linger, we've noticed that the college football committee tends to lean on have a recency bias. That the week one product,
which is an emotion, and it shouldn't be involved in an assessment or a judging process or a selection process. You should be impartial.
Let me ask you then, right? They go and run the ACC.
What is the ACC really anymore?
Well, apparently it was good enough for you to say Florida State should be in, despite that obvious.
No. See, no. What I said about Florida State last season was they did everything. What happened to them was unfortunate. Okay, you can't tell me that it's not some politics and some bull crap that goes in the selection process. All right, it is. Okay, let's not act like everything is on the up and up. It's not. Okay, all right, because I think me, you, and Gully had the conversation before about how Ohio State lost to Penn State but still managed to end up upstate. Okay, all right. Anyway, yeah, I'm just saying. Please, let's not act like, wherefore art thou and everything. Yeah, whatever. I ain't even trying to hear it. Anyway, I'm not even about to go down there. And I'm just about to say, in our second game of the 3 for review, Notre Dame is at Texas A&M. Notre Dame went to, where'd they go? Ireland or Abu Dhabi? Where were they at? And they just beat somebody. Who they beat? Your mic is muted. Your mic is, yeah. Where'd they go? Notre Dame, where'd they go last week? Who they beat?
Nowhere last week.
They did. They went to Dublin.
Texas A&M.
I know that's what are you not hearing?
Said last week.
They went overseas somewhere. Where'd they go to Mexico City or Brazil?
No, that was Florida State.
Oh man, stop it, man, please. Oh, that's Florida State. Oh, I thought that was Notre Dame. Sorry. Woo!
What's Florida State again?
Man, what's it?
Yeah, they went overseas, and their season.
Whoa! All right, hold on. Let's see about the what the comment is. Before we show any comments, we got to take a look at them. Oh, shout out! That's BT, baby. That's BT, baby. Shout out to Brandon Taylor. Hey, man, it's from the University of Sports Debate, man. I got to give another shout out and a clip clap. Sean Bird, Victor Ramirez, LJ DeLeon, Sidney Clinkscales. Hey, man, them dudes are some heavy hitters. Them dudes are some heavy hitters. Who this? This Barbershop J, man. This James Smith actually is how I'm listed in University of Sports Debate. You know what I'm saying? In that group. You know what I'm saying? The icon, you see the icon, the shot report icon. That's your boy. Yeah, I'm giving a shout out right now to the University of Sports Debate. Hey, if y'all not with it, You better get with it. Them boys be on fire right there. There's some heavy hitters, but let me trust and believe when I tell you right there. You can't be if you join that group. What it do, Sean Burr? He's writing it again. What it do? Oh, my bad. What it do? If you're interested in joining that group, I mean, trust and believe. I'll send you some invites, but believe me when I tell you, you better bring your lunch pail, okay? Because it go down like 90s NBA in that group, okay? It ain't strawberry shortcakes, okay? And My Little Ponies. There ain't none of that going on, okay? You got to have a real thick skin if you're getting down with them cats right there. Otherwise, you know what I mean, go back to the water cooler. But anywho, Double J, can you give me an update right quick on the Texas A&M Notre Dame game?
I sure can. I'm going to refresh my screen here because
I mean, it doesn't really matter because nobody can see you. I don't know why you and Gully. Why do y'all wait to get here to then disappear?
It is tied with 2:11 until the half, and 4th and 9 at the A&M 40.
Whoa! Notre Dame is at the A&M 40.
Correct. Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
See,
and what's the score?
If they can pull off this kick or not, or we'll see what they decide.
You say it's tied. What's the score?
6 apiece.
Oh, whoa. Notre Dame struggling with Texas A&M? SEC, baby. Yeah, I knew when they went to Ireland it wasn't going to work.
Well, without Jimbo.
What do you mean without Jimbo? What do I mean, Jimbo?
Well, remember, they fired Jimbo Fisher.
Oh, you sound like you're happy about that.
Well, remember, I've been clamoring for Moose Muhammad III to get some run time, and I believe we're one step closer to that actually occurring.
Hey, man, that guy, speaking of Moose Muhammad, that running back for Michigan State, man, he pretty good, bro.
The second one, right?
Kayvon, something like that.
Yeah,
something. Yeah. Tell Miss A, I said, shout out. That dude's pretty nice.
He changed. So you noticed that too, that he was the difference maker in that game.
There's no question, because the Michigan State offense and defense was kind of stagnant. They put that guy in, and he went to work. And then right quick, Western Michigan, are they for real, man? They lost.
I'll tell you this: their soccer team is currently ranked 5th in the country. When I took Aiden over there last summer, they made a run to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8, which I was not personally in. Remember, I did I did our show from like inside their
inside the locker room or something like that. But we're talking about football, not football.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So Waldo, the field itself, and the
why'd you look at me when you said that? When you said Waldo? Why you look at me?
Hey, don't give us those ideas, dude. That'll end up in the merch store.
Yeah, right. Yeah, where's Jado?
You said update that image, right?
Yeah, right. Where's Jado? Okay. Anyway, go ahead. What you saying?
Well, again, I like what they're doing. Same with Central. Central is, I don't know who they played, but I think they put up over 60. So I'm good. You're a MAC guy.
How?
You should be in for some action.
Oh, Mike. Oh, absolutely not. No.
Man, I gave the olive branch.
Don't do that. Don't do that here. Don't do that here. Oh, don't do that. Anyway, in our last game in our 3-4 reviews, USC sitting at 23. Hopping on over to the LSU side, baby. Them Tigers sitting at 1-3. That's right, on the 13, baby. Friday the 13th. What say you about that match? That hadn't even started yet, has it?
No, that's tomorrow evening.
But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you something like this. Even though I said what I said about Clemson earlier, I'm looking at this USC LSU. I give kudos to Clemson and teams like Clemson and USC. I give kudos to them for scheduling heavy hitters right out the gate. Okay? Ain't gonna be no cakewalks the first 12 weeks of the season. And then you play somebody worth playing the last 2 games, and then after you already went 14-0, now all of a sudden you're basically in the playoffs. I don't want to hear that. USC said, listen, we're gonna get this out the way. We're gonna find out where we at, who we are right out the gate. They're going to LSU, bro. And LSU may not be what it once was. Okay, even last year, Jaden Daniels, who, by the way, did I pick the Commanders to win the NFC East? I think I did. I'm just saying. LSU not what LSU used to be, but
They're
LSU
not with
still
Brian Kelly.
SEC. What?
Well, because I'm personally a little ticked off because I think their starter was a Purdue commit.
Who's LSU starter?
Yeah, Ricky Collins. If he is, I'm irritated about it, but he originally committed to us, and then he was he was a 5-star.
Well, Double J, I've been telling you all, if y'all want to bring in recruits, bruh, and y'all
that's
want
Brian Kelly. And that's why I will, again, he was at Notre Dame. I can't stand him. So you're not going to get.
That's fine, but he's not the only reason why recruits come in there and they turn around and walk back out and go somewhere else. Y'all got to move that train out of the entrance of that stadium, bruh. It's broken.
How many $1 million did they spend on that?
Yeah, exactly. And it still need a battery. I'm just saying, or a catalytic converter. Again, I'm taking LSU in that game, even though that game hasn't started yet. That was our third for our 3 for review. But I'm saying I'm picking LSU in that game. All right. Now, up next, I should have been hit that. Is our 3 for preview for next week's games. That's right, on the college football, week 2 of the college football season. Number 1, Texas. Number 1, Texas, ranked number 4 at Michigan, number 9. The way things are looking, as you mentioned about Michigan, that Texas might open up a can. Is that what you're saying?
They're currently, the line is set at Texas -4. And I'm going to tell you right now,
it's going to be more than that by next week.
It wouldn't surprise me if it expands to 7 by Monday.
Okay, who you got in that game?
Based on what I am watching as we speak.
Yeah. They missing
now,
Jim
here's
Harbaugh
the thing.
already.
Right. And obviously there's a handful of layers. It certainly adds merit to the whole rumored show cause and that type of thing that has been given to Michigan. But I also learned firsthand that Fresno State was a little bit better than advertised a year ago, the hard way. So, regardless of the fact, I will say this. Give me Texas with the point spread in the big house, in the little house, in the house on the prairie. I'm going with the Horns.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm telling you right now, Texas is going to win that one regardless. Michigan is missing Jim Harbaugh already. Our second game, number 2, that is Tennessee sitting at 15, sliding on down to North Carolina State, sitting at 24. Who you got?
Give me the Vols.
Yeah, man. Who was that? Well, again, the competition was kind of on the weak side, but
I actually see Matt Forte was there around midfield
at the Tennessee North Carolina State game.
Oh no, just that. Yeah, the Tennessee game that just happened today.
Oh, just happened today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that quarterback for Tennessee, I can't think of his name, but he showed out. He really showed out. And then lastly, for our 3 for preview, I'm gonna have to probably rename that. I don't like how they roll off the tongue. Houston, who are not ranked, the Cougars, at Oklahoma, 16. Oklahoma got an outside shot to get in the playoff this year. I'm picking Oklahoma, by the way, but still. Where's Adrian Peterson at when you need him?
Yeah. I'm okay. So I'm a little indifferent on this. Name to look out for as it pertains to Oklahoma, of course, is former Purdue and Belleville wide receiver Deion Burks. And he said he was going to get, literally his words, I told you I was going to get to the SEC one way or the other.
Okay. Is it going to make a difference, though?
I don't think so. I think they win.
So y'all want David Bell back?
What's that? No,
we're
good.
Sure?
We're great.
You sure?
We didn't even have our cheat code. I told you guys on NCAA 25, 99 speed, wide receiver. I will send him on a go route. I don't care what you call.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good to me. Yeah. Anywho, that being said, we're gonna take a break because cheat code or not, Drew Brees ain't walking through that door. We'll be right back, y'all. Get some of them cookies, Eddie G's, baby. 126.
I'm Jordan Gudeman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Eddie G's Cookies. I was first diagnosed with a nut allergy when I was young. At the time, there weren't a lot of labeled items that said if there may contain nuts or there are nuts in the food, so my brother and sister and I baked a lot at home, and we enjoyed treats from mixes and things like that, but I noticed that it was not the same as what my friends were enjoying, and I started making my own recipes. When it was time to pick a career, I decided to start a bakery so I could share my treats with everybody else. When I started creating my recipe, I was taking in all the things that I thought I was missing out on. A soft, chewy center, a crisp outside crust, and a taste that is just like it came out of the oven at a bakery. When I put all those things together, I had come up with a recipe for a dream cookie. Eddie G's Cookies only uses the finest ingredients. We have all natural flavorings, no preservatives, and every cookie is made in a nut-free environment. The best part about Eddie G's Cookies is that they can be delivered right to your door. You can share them or not. We won't tell.
That's right. We back. You go to Amazon.com or EddieG's.com and place your order for some of them snickerdoodles today. And make sure you tell them the BSJ sent you. All right. Our next item on the menu is which team do you think will win the Super Bowl first? Let me throw this graph up here right quick. Bam, bam. Who will win the Super Bowl first? Double J, who you got? I see you left me a message here. Do I need to check this now? Oh boy, my gosh.
I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Oh man, you know what? You listen, no, absolutely, absolutely not. I wish Gully was here, man. He'd roast you right now. You going with the Lions? Why? You don't like Matt Stafford. You call him Stat Pafford. You don't like Rasheed Wallace. Okay, and this thing that whatever you got going on with you and Ben Wallace or whatever, y'all not speaking now, or whatever. What's going on? But you're a Browns fan though. But you're picking the Lions.
Well, again, they based on where they had gotten just in this past season, and where I believe the team that actually held them back, where they're going. And then who the formidable, I view the NFC is kind of outside of them in San Francisco, again, who I think is going backwards.
Oh, speaking of San Francisco, man, what's his name? The rookie, the wide receiver, Pearsall.
Yeah.
He got shot in a robbery attempt, man. What the heck is going on, bruh? I wonder. I'm not. Again, I just saw the headline, so I don't want to speculate one way or the other. But I'm just curious. I wonder if he was like iced up or whatever they call it, wearing his pieces or whatnot.
These days, unfortunately, it's not even all that. I'll give the example, unfortunately, of Ohio State wrestler Sammy Sasso, who was in in New Jersey, where he's from, and was stopped at a light. And somebody just, ran up on him and said, "Give me the car." And a slight scuffle ensued. And unfortunately, he, has been recovering ever since. So fortunately, from the sounds of it, obviously he's going to be okay, which is the most important part for both in this case. But I don't know. I mean, look, there's so many things going on in the world at this point. And certainly when you look at our own backyard, if you will.
Yeah, speaking of back, as in Bass Ackward.
It's just
what's going on here.
Again, you think of, unfortunately, guys like Sean Taylor.
Yeah, my boy.
I mean, I've heard of the local artist that lives in Atlanta now, her home was targeted and her significant other got into a shootout at that point. Like, that's the unfortunate side of a combination of technology and certainly in desperation, right?
Yeah, and social media too, because it's a lot more exposure. You know, you can get a lot closer to guys.
I will say this:
nowadays.
when I was around the Bears, you know, a handful of years back, there were rookies that were riding the CTA home because, you know, those checks don't clear until the season.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, they don't start getting paid until game days.
All this time I've been knowing Herm, I don't even think we ever talked about that. My guy, of course, Herman Arvey, that played at Grambling under Coach Eddie Robinson and with the Browns under Belichick, and made the move to Baltimore when the team, Cleveland Browns, that is, moved from here in 1995, I believe it was. Excuse me. Yep, made the move with them to Baltimore. He and I talk quite often, and I don't think we ever talked about that. I didn't know that. Right. So you mean, so what you come tell me in OTAs and training camp and all of that, they get paid, but the checks don't clear until the season start?
Right. There's known as game day checks. And that's where the real meat of your salary is. Basically, you're getting paid to play.
Okay.
So otherwise, that's the difference of you riding the bus or not. And, you know, again, if you're a 6th-round pick, there's hardly any guaranteed money.
The NFL.
And this is why they've always been able to use that leverage, because there's different levels of desperation. If you're Aaron Rodgers, you can go and be on something in the middle of the desert for days on end, and while a CBA is being worked out. But if you're, you know, Johnny Knox in the 6th round from Abilene Christian, then you can't wait.
Yeah. Dang,
we see this even with, you know, it gets exploited even with unions.
I was just going to say, it's too much disparity in the union then, it seemed like.
And then, of course, that allows, again, for infighting, right? The guy at the top is, you know, making $1, why I make a dime, and that's why he's cool with this deal, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I've heard and just about seen it all at this stage of the game, but so it doesn't surprise me in the least bit. Again, that's why the owners have always had the upper hand, because they're sitting on billions of dollars. They can afford to go really through a lockout if it came down to it. But if you're that 7th-round pick who is fighting for playing time and has X amount of mouths to feed, you unfortunately will have to either work at Enterprise temporarily or try to ratify something as quickly as possible.
But here's the thing that kind of bothers me. The NFL has no rookie pool where they put certain amount of monies in that, you know, rookies can pull from in order to be able to at least or even provide transportation.
So they do have it for all players.
Would they have what?
You are in a circumstance,
pool or transportation?
The transportation, if you're, we'll say, about to make a bad decision, like drinking and driving.
Oh,
that's why if you ever hear a player like Henry Ruggs, unfortunately, there is no excuse. Leave the car at Topgolf. We'll have a driver come get you. Josh Jacobs at one point in Vegas made the same, is a similar mistake.
Yeah. But listen, okay, well, if that's the case, I'm telling the coach, even though I don't drink, I'm telling the coach, hey, coach, I'm about to go get saucy just so I can get a ride home from practice.
Well, and
because
again,
if that's the only case,
that's all part of their CBA. That's all part of the CBA. Now, I will speak to the last
whoever's negotiating on behalf of, they doing a poor job. Come on, bro.
But if you can't wait, Jay, right? If you can't wait, well, yeah, but hey, guys, if you hold out, it could be the difference of insert significant number here.
Yeah, but look at the risk, though. Look at the risk. You risk being on a bus and somebody rolling up on you because they recognize you play for the Packers or whatever it is, and again, I'm thinking, you're being iced up, and then you saying no. Guy could have on a hoodie, some jeans and some nice kicks or whatever the case may be. They recognize him as the 3rd round pick or something. And they think he got something. Whereas if he was in a car, the NFL should be, listen, man, look, they do a shuttle service at all airports on GP. Okay. The NFL, excuse me, they make too much. They make billions of dollars, bro. It's too much money being hand over fist, jumping off in the NFL, excuse me, for them not to be providing some type of shuttle service or some type of service, man, making sure these dudes, listen, it's unfortunate, but you know what this puts me in the mind frame of to some degree? Those rural areas in America that's got the like a 4-way stop, but it really needs a traffic light. Or they don't really do anything until so many fatalities. You know what I mean? Like you hear them on the news, oh man, it's the lady says it's an accident. Somebody's crashing and racing here, every week. They don't put anything or put any measures in place until something bad happens, type of deal. I hate to see something bad happen. Then the NFL say, "Oh yeah, it's too late now." Come on, man.
So check this out. In training camp, veteran players receive $3,200 a week, while their first-year players receive $1,850, and these amounts will increase by $300, so to $3,500 for vets, and an additional $150 to $2,000 per week for first-year players in the next 2 seasons. For preseason, over those 6 weeks, the vets will get $19,000 again over the 6 weeks, and the rookies will receive about $11,000.
Wait. 6 weeks? Where's 6 weeks coming in? It's only 3 preseason games.
Well, right, but again, so technically though, there's those again OTA, so they're kind of inclusive of both.
Yeah, okay, all right, I got you. Yeah,
and
man.
Then the
then they should. So then why are they catching the bus then? Unless you're telling me that that's the money that they're allotted, but they can't cash it.
Well, remember, and they have the jock tax. So again, let's count $3,200 a week, right? We just cut it in half, right? Or at least 40%. So $3,200 just became what, $1,800?
Okay.
That might work for you and me, but if you're,
bro, I'm not on the bus, man, out in public, knowing that these young dudes or some dudes out here, you know what I'm saying, telling you, you know what it is, dog. Don't get got.
Gallon for gas, as I know, unfortunately, firsthand from a few weeks ago in the Mojave Desert. Then
you know what? You get your electric bike. No,
you see how quickly the bus starts to make sense?
I'm getting an electric bike. Or a moped. Bruh, the ends ain't the macaroni ain't meeting the ends. It's because it's justification of the means. I don't know what that means, but
the minimum base salary now is about $800,000 for rookies. So again, $800,000 cut in about half by way of regular taxes plus the jock tax.
Then what about undrafted?
$400,000. But again, that's still the bottom of the 1%. So this is why people unfortunately struggle to feel sorry for these guys. But when Rodgers is getting $100 million or 25, 35, 45 in one season, and you're getting a fraction of that, how long are you going to wait? Right? I'm supposed to live off of the $1,800. He's got 35 million sitting around.
Yeah.
But to your point, because I did see this with the automotive when they were on strike, they do have it built in where they receive some money. But I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of $350 to $700. So a far cry from what the active, 7th round picks getting during, that. But these people, again, they're the working class. They don't have, hundreds of thousands of dollars laying around, let alone millions.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It just stinks, bruh. The players are commodities, man. That's why I say you got to look past or up under the helmet. Okay, they people too, bruh. Now I know some guys get to being all willy-nilly with the spending, because they, for whatever reason, I'm in the NFL now, even though you're only making 13 cents. But I'm in the NFL now, and of course all their friends, they want to be seen and all that old type of stuff, man. But no, I like Keon Coleman type of guy. Like, no, look, bro, I brought my coat from Target. Or should I say Target? Okay, I don't care how much I'm making today. I'm buying my coat from Target. I don't care how much money you're making, bro. Being practical is, is good for anybody. Okay, whether you're at the top end or the middle or the bottom end. We all know it ain't it's haves and have-nots, but even still, be practical with your spending. Okay, so let's get back to our who will win the Super Bowl first, because you just shed some light on some stuff that I didn't know. Not saying I know everything, but that I really did not know. But whoever's negotiating on behalf of the players, they got to do something, bro. The union is terrible. And DeMar Smith, if he's still at the head of it, I know he worked in both sides anyway. He's a double agent, 007 and 8. Anywho, the Bengals. Well, I don't know. They got issues going on down there with who's gonna get paid. And that kind of stuff can permeate a locker room and cause divisiveness. But on paper, Joe Burrow is healthy. That offensive line is better than, because he's the only one, Joe, other than Brady, in the last, feels like 3,500 years, was able to beat Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so, I mean, you got to throw Joe Cool up in there. What are you doing? It's not time for the weekly schedule. What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't know that was up there.
Oh, my gosh. We were just, can you, oh, my gosh, this is unbelievable. Can you give me back my Super Bowl? Who wins the Super Bowl picks? Can you give me that back?
Yes,
please?
I can. There it is.
All right. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Can we? All right, there we go. My gosh. Yeah, what's in your cup? I'm over here seeing what's in mine. What's in your cup? Jaguars. The Jaguars. The Jaguars, in my opinion, they like the Clippers.
I'm glad that wasn't on camera.
Yeah, I am too. The Jaguars to me are like the Clippers. Until they get out of that building, they'll show flashes, but I don't see much else. The Buffalo Bills are Josh Allen rated. I don't know.
You like Keon Coleman?
I do like Keon Coleman, but they really
doesn't. Who no longer has taken your Kane stance with him?
Who? With Keon Coleman?
Yeah, because of course he transferred from somewhere.
Oh, Claudine. I mean, who? What?
He transferred from Michigan State to Florida State.
Oh, so it's somebody on your side of the pond that don't like Keon Coleman. Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, well, I mean, hey, I don't, that's what fandom would do to you. Have you out here, you know what I mean, cracking Lucia bottles over people's heads.
You know what though?
What?
Dark horse
Super Bowl pick? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. The Arizona Cardinals.
Oh my gosh! Here you go. Now you back on the Kyler Murray bandwagon. Thank God we got to. Yeah,
I absolutely am.
Thank God we got a comment. Yeah, we got Mrs. Albert said it's not that I don't believe he's a great player. Well, then what do you believe, Mrs. A? Oh, well, that comment was right on time, because here you was getting ready to go all the way up and down the street, across the street, and be on both sides of the street at the same time again. Anywho, I don't see the Bills. Even I like Keon, yeah, I do, but I just see Josh Allen and Keon. What else do they have?
I'm going to give you a name right now.
For who? Buffalo?
Everyone just remember this, that I told you now.
Should we write it down?
By all means, please.
Okay. All right. I'm writing it down. And I'm putting your name with an asterisk next to it. And I'm going to put Bubble J, as in the Bubble Championship. Oh, my. The Bubble Championship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no people in the stands. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Ray Davis.
I thought you was going to say Ray Finkel. Laces out. Laces out. Okay, tell us, who is Ray Davis?
He is the running back that is currently slated to be the backup I think that's going to be very short lived.
Back up for who?
Cook.
Wait, what's Cook? Not Dalvin. Dalvin just went somewhere else.
He went to
Dallas,
your Cowboys.
What? I mean, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. I'm a fan of players, not teams no more. Mrs. Alva weighing in again. She said he decided to say some not very nice things about MSU and compared it to freaking prison. Oh my goodness. Wow. Whoa. All righty. Well, tell us how you really feel about, don't you? Woo. Yeah, I don't see the Bills doing much of nothing else, but we'll keep an eye out for this running back that you say got a 99 rating on 2K Madden. Like that really is gonna help.
Absolute, just great at Kentucky.
Okay, yeah, got you. The Titans. I don't know, man.
Tajay Spears. Give me him over Tony Pollard by the time the season's done. We could have made this a whole fantasy show by the time.
Well, you all still can. I'm not really into fantasy anymore. I'm not. You know, PPRs and all that. That's a man. I know a dude who was in 3 drafts at the same time, and when he got done, when he got done, he needed.
Why are you referring to yourself in the third person?
Who? That's not me. Absolutely not. No, I know. Seriously, I know a guy that was in 3 separate drafts at the same time, and when he got done, he needed corrective lenses. Ain't no where I'm looking at all them screens all at once, trying to figure out who getting the first round pick and all that. The Cardinals, yeah, I know you talking about dark horse because Kyler Murray. Yeah, we'll see.
Kincaid, of course, Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, they may be able to score 4,500 points a game, but they're going to give up 4,600 a game. I'm just the Cardinals. That defense stinks. The Carolina Panthers. Anyway, let's move on. The San Diego Chargers. That's right. Go Chargers. The San Diego Chargers. I'm calling them the San Diego Chargers.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that's Jim Harbaugh. That's right. The Jim Harbaugh country, baby.
Oh, man. I
nabbit. Oh, now you want to run. Don't hide. Don't be a Homer Simpson. Don't do that. Yeah. I'm thinking the Chargers, bro. Because Harbaugh done already been there. He just couldn't close the deal. He had Colin Kaepernick, who, aside from his stance and whatnot, in terms of just, being a football player, he was all right at Nevada. I didn't see all of the wow factor and all that while he was playing. But I mean, he did
play the football game.
Huh?
You didn't play the NCAA game.
Man, I don't listen. The only thing I don't do the sticks no more. You got to understand, man. I got an AARP card. Okay. I'm just trying to decide whether or not if I should get a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and try to stay away from the doggone Depends aisle. Man, this dude right here talking about I ain't played the game. You darn right I ain't played the game. Shoot. I'm trying to, never mind. I'm not going to even say that. Anyway, I don't see the Cardinals. We'll see. I'm telling you the Chargers. If not the Chargers, the Falcons, man. Oh, they got a brutal schedule. Did you see their schedule the first 5 games?
For the Falcons? I have week 1 up, as you saw.
Oh yeah, well, no, well, okay, well, we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But they saying, and again, they're asking who will. I'm telling you, I got this the Chargers, the Lions, or the Falcons. I'm sorry, or the Texans. Them 4, one of them 4 gonna be the first. Because it's 3, 6, 9, 12 teams on here. I had to do the math real quick. That's math, 1A, 2 Fs. Like my man Most Def would say, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to learn how to add, or how anyway, y'all know how it go. You better learn how to add. This new math is, folks, but them 4. Everybody else, they can hit the door. You agree?
Really?
Disagree? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, walk through why those 4. Well, you can't just say that and just, all right, moving on.
First of all, the Bengals are a question mark, okay? The Bengals the Bills absolutely not. They only got Keon and Josh Allen, nobody else after that. The Jaguars, they need to get out of Jacksonville. They ain't winning nothing until they do. They got a guy with blonde hair, he filled up a couple of seats for a minute, but that's the honeymoon period about to be over. The Texans, Will Levis, I don't know yet. You know what I mean? The Cardinals, that's you and Kyler Murray. That's y'all's cousins. I'm cool on them. The Panthers, we already know they probably another 3 or 4 years away from being relevant anyway, unfortunately. The Browns, that's what you want me to do. You want me to mention the Browns. That's what you want me to do.
Interesting. Go on.
I'm just saying, I think Stefanski's ego is bigger than the team. That's all I'm saying. I just can't get over how you let Alex Van Pelt go and then hire Ken Dorsey for the same position, only to then say that you're going to continue to be the play caller. What was the point? Then you could have just kept. And then I'm telling you, I just don't understand them, bro. You let Joe Flacco get away for the same amount of money that I don't. Okay, all right, yeah, make it make sense. And then not all, but the majority of your position players, in particular, Njoku, we know what Chubb is, consummate professional. Man, I hope he come back from that knee injury because, I'm trying to tell you, it ain't no fun. But anywho, Stump Mitchell, forget the tight ends coach. Callahan, well, he went with his son, but even still, the Browns got a history. They got a bad habit of getting rid of folks, letting folks get out the building. They shouldn't have never let Kyle Shanahan go. Well, get gone. He told him, he said, listen, I don't want Johnny Hennessy Mayo and Manel, whatever, Mante Teo, who's still looking for his girlfriend or somewhere. He said, I don't want that guy from Texas A&M, by the way. And what happened? He said, all right, y'all gonna get that guy, I'm gone. Man, come on, bro. But they'll keep Ray Farmer type. You know what I'm saying? Or Doug Peterson's. But anywho, the Browns got to show me. I told you my fandom is conditional. Been rolling with them since I was 5. And what I can get in return? Wait till next year for 50 years? Absolutely not, bro. That's where I get off at. Sorry. And don't ask me
what we should do. I was asked by them to complete a survey.
Why did you should give it to me?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to actually be willing if we had time.
Yeah, give me the survey. Yeah, give me the survey. I got a lot to say. Okay. Oh, my day. The Vikings, I didn't even know they were still in the NFL. I'm just saying. So, other than that, Texans, Chargers, Lions, I didn't. Okay. I just know something about some guy named Justin Jefferson's contract. And after that, I stopped reading. The Lions, the Chargers, the Texans, and the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? If it's the Texans, I'm not going to be surprised, man. D'Amico Ryans, he putting something together down there. And C.J. Stroud is that dude, bro. I'm sorry. He just is. I watched him break down film. That ain't no accident. He ain't Jamarcus Russell. Okay, he's watching his tapes. And he ain't Johnny Manziel. I'm just saying.
So now that you've noticed where basically what the Texans have gotten in return, who won that deal?
Oh, right now it's looking like the Texans. But I don't remember who or recall who all they got in it. They didn't get CJ. Did they get CJ Stroud in that deal?
Basically.
And one of the receivers, was it is it Dale?
The defensive guy.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah, well, right now it's looking like them, but we'll see after this year. A lot of people predicting the Browns will win the Super Bowl because for them, it's Super Bowl or bust this year. Otherwise, blow it up and let Mike Vrabel coach the doggone team. I'm just saying. Anywho, we're gonna take another break. When we come back, we're gonna give y'all our NFL weekly pick'ems. That's right, week 1 pick'ems, baby. Don't touch nothing. I said put it down. I don't know why. What's this buy cracky? I don't even like that.
Cleaning the cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Buy Cracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Buy Cracky's patented design incorporates a 2-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Buy Cracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Buy Cracky. Save your back while you clean your crack.
All right. We are back. Double J, can you give me my NFL Week 1 pick'ems, please? This guy right here. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Shout out to Double J for coming through in the clutch, baby. Hey, and speaking of that though, you might want to talk to the people at Buy Cracky. They might have to do another commercial, man. I'm sorry, that don't sound right at the end. Don't hit your back on the crack or something like that. Woo! I'm sorry. Should I even be saying all of that right now? Am I hurting us more than helping us? I mean, I'll lie for you before I would to you, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even.
Well, you may find them in a Walmart or a Sam's Club. Is
that the slogan? Don't step on the crack and break your mama's back or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Really?
Well, for anyone that's had the displeasure of the eyesore that is weeds coming out of your driveway.
Well, and the cracks in your driveway, I get it.
Well, no, but weeds within those cracks, which are already, so now you're just piling on, and so you're looking at, oh, what an eyesore, right? The Geico commercial at that point. And now, okay, well, you got to manually go and pull those. Versus, as you saw in the commercial there.
I'm not arguing that it's a useful tool. It's a useful tool. This the slogan. Okay, you got to be careful how you say that. You say that around some kindergartners. I'm telling you right now, somebody's gonna handcuff you. Okay, yeah. Do not pass the school bus. Okay, when you see the red stop sign is what I'm trying to tell you. Anywho, let's get to our NFL Week 1 pick'ems. That's right. We need a drum roll or breaking news. Yeah, let's give it a button, baby. In the Thursday game, 8:20 p.m. on the NBC side, we got the Ravens and the Chieftains. Who you got, Double J? Who you got?
Give me Baltimore.
Oh, you know what? Okay, that's it, y'all. We getting out of here. I knew it was, yeah, okay. You taking over for Gully. That's ridiculous. Why are you taking Baltimore?
Well, if they are,
because you got a fantasy something going on here, and you didn't pick.
Well, Lamar. I may or may not have Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow as quarterbacks in the league.
Okay. No, do you have Lamar Jackson?
Yes, I do.
Do you have Deshaun Watson?
I did last year, and that didn't
do you have
well for me, did it?
Oh, I'm just listen.
I do have Jerome Ford, however.
Oh boy.
In both.
Okay. You're picking Baltimore because you got Lamar in your fantasy league.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, stop it.
Well, you know what? Look, a year ago in the very same game, it was them versus the Lions. And Kansas City is notorious for slow starts, right? Super Bowl hangover, if you will. Merely needing to just make the postseason, and then they will handle the rest of the business. However, again, there are some significant injuries to Baltimore's team, right? Mark Andrews just returned. I believe Hollywood Brown is hurt. So now you're getting me to flip-flop a little bit here.
Hey, listen, go ahead.
Out of your book.
Go ahead. No, absolutely not. That's the Lakers star. I'm just saying. Don't put that on me. Anyway, I'm telling you right now, I appreciate everything you said. You know, shout out to you. You know, for such an eloquent soliloquy, but that's a bunch of because the Chiefs, as long as they got Patrick Mahomes and he is upright, it's nighty-night for everybody.
Well, I thought that, we could just plug anybody in there.
No. At that time, are we doing this again? At that time, I said in Andy Reid's offense, you could put Deshaun Watson in it and they could still win a Super Bowl. And I said that based on the premise that Andy Reid.
And then you followed that up years later.
And I've been saying what?
By saying C.J. Stroud. quarterback.
Yeah. Listen, we're talking about the Deshaun Watson thing because at the time, the reason why I said that at that time, mind you, now this is before he got here, okay? Because this is where all careers come to die. I'm sorry. But before he got here, I said that because he was second behind Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers won the MVP. Deshaun Watson was second on that list. I'm just going off of the information and the evidence that was present at the time, which is why I made that statement. And the premise that Andy Reid got to a Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb. You ain't see Aaron McNabb
what
doing
is the
none of
McNabb
that.
hate for?
I don't hate McNabb, but I'm trying to tell you, talent for talent. You telling me that Donovan McNabb is equal to or greater than Deshaun Watson?
Well, it's kind of hard to argue results.
Listen, you can't argue injuries now because they are a part of the game. This is why people don't factor that in. Let us remind people now. This is coming out of Berea, okay? I didn't hear it from a player per se, but just the reports at the time. Had Deshaun took another hit on that shoulder, his career was about done. So that's going to tell you it should tell you how bad that injury is or was. Now, granted, he needs to learn how to avoid certain hits in certain situations, a little sliding a little better and that type of thing. Got to have a little situational awareness, I guess, if you want to call it that. But we're talking about a shoulder injury, man, that had he got hit again, according to the reports, his career would have been over. Not that he would have been back in 6 months or a year. His career would have been over, bro. So I'm asking.
Yeah, okay, but what about right now? Okay, this is a team that decided to keep 4 quarterbacks on the active roster.
Why?
Well, I think largely due to the fact that
they messed up letting Joe Flacco get out of here.
Yes. 1,000%.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. And now they
restructured Deshaun's deal to make it basically upfront money. Yeah, so he's still getting compensated just fine.
Yeah, but that's rollover. I don't know. For next year. That's rollover cap for next year.
Things. You know, I remember once upon a time seeing a fan that had all of the quarterbacks listed on his jersey. Yeah,
he ran out of room. I'm trying to tell you. You talking about the Browns fan. I saw that jersey. Yeah, he ran out of room. And mind you now, well, I'll save this when we get to the next game. Again, anyway, I'm picking the Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes. Bro, you're not about to beat the Ravens. It's going to be a good game. I mean, the NFL couldn't have picked a better game to start the season off with on a Thursday night, bro. I mean, talk about how many viewers. I'd like to know after the fact, like how many people going to tune in, and it's not the Super Bowl, to that game. But you're not going in the Arrowhead Chiefdom and taking down Patty McJordan. I'm just saying, the dude throwing behind the back passes, man. He out there looking like white chocolate. If you don't know who white chocolate is, baby, you better look him up. Anywho, let's move on. The Steelers at the Falcons. This is gonna be a tough one. Let me say this about the Steelers. And you brought this to mind. Thank you very much by mentioning how many quarterbacks was on that guy's jersey for the Browns. Okay. On the flip side to that jersey, quarterback jersey, the Steelers have not had a losing season in my lifetime. I get coupons. Do you understand me? Coupons for baby food, bro. I'm at that stage and age right there right now. You know what I'm saying? Where, it's Metamucil representatives knocking on my door. I'm just saying. Excuse me, sir. I'm not lady. Would you get off my lawn and take your with you? I'm just saying. Okay. The Steelers have not had a losing. I'm just being on straight up though, bro. That's going to be another good one. But guess what though? I'm picking the Falcons to edge them out, maybe by 23-20 somewhere around it. And it might even
Atlanta is currently a 3-point favorite. The total,
and I didn't know that.
Wow, is at 40.5.
That's the over. That's the total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 23-20. I just bam. Look at your boy right there. Okay, let's move on. The Bears
our host likes the under. All right.
Yeah, in that game
and a push, for that matter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got some. Push this doggone computer right off this desk. The Texans at the Bears. Who you got? I said the Texans, the Titans. I'm stuck on the Texans right now. The Titans at the Bears.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Caleb Williams debut. I said view as in V, debut. Because everybody gonna want to see. All right. Who you got?
I think they win. They're 4.5-point favorites. They are at
They
home.
who?
They being the home
The
team.
Bears?
Bear down. Chicago Bears.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm picking Florida State in that one. I'm just trying to say, for my cats up there in the Chi-Town, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna go and pick the Bears. I don't know, man. The Titans, though, man, they still got my boy over there, DeAndre Hopkins. He's getting a little long in the tooth, but man, I don't even know, Double J. I don't know. That's a pick 'em, to tell you the truth.
No.
Yeah, it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? They both got rookie quarterbacks.
No, Will Levis in his second year.
Oh, okay, well, still a rookie. I mean, Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year twice. Okay, I mean, that's what they're doing now in these sports leagues, in these professionals. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on, run it back. Let him get it again. Go ahead on, because he ain't done nothing else since then. My bad. I forgot we was talking football. Yeah, that's a pick 'em for me. Second year, first year, same difference, all under the same umbrella. That's a pick 'em for me.
Boy, Michigan currently 16-3 in the third. Looking, really
pedestrian.
Well,
they missing Jim Harbaugh
without the signal.
John Harbaugh.
Burglar.
What?
When you don't have the signal thief.
Oh, here we go with that. That's stop, man. Listen. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. However that go. I'm telling you what Arnold Rothstein said in 1919 when after he got caught fixing the Black Sox scandal, the World Series. It was what they call it, the Black Sox scandal. The guy asked him like what was you thinking? He said, "Listen, man, we can fix anything but the weather, and they can do that now too." So, man, please. Anytime you got big bucks and big banks, especially with FanDuel and now sports betting all across the globe now and all that other type of stuff. Man, please, ain't nobody on the up and up. No sporting event is completely left up to chance. All right? And if you think so, then, have fun with them Lucky Charms. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, that's a pick 'em for me. The Titans and the Bears is a pick 'em for me. What about the Texans and the Colts?
Oof.
Division game right out the gate. Man.
Mm-hmm. I think Houston.
What's the spread? Give us the spread.
Yep. So Houston is a 3-point favorite. The total is 49.5. So again, with Flacco there, they think they'll be able to hang around a little bit.
No, I thought Flacco was the backup over there. Is he starting? What about my man?
Anthony Richardson, of course. Even better. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like Richardson. Remember,
I do too. I mean, he looked dynamic, and that's. But
wait a minute, you didn't say that at the. Oh, stop it! You didn't say that at the time, and I had to run it down to you. What Tony Dungy said.
Oh yeah, for all what him and Aaron Rodgers. I'd have to look. Get a stopwatch for how long both were around.
I mean, listen. Hey, Anthony Richardson and what Tony Dungy said is applicable to him. When he got drafted by the Colts, how many people were questioning, got to put a little seasoning on that, whether or not the Colts should have drafted him? Tony Dungy said it, bro. He said, any pick can be a hit or miss, regardless of the round and when picked. He said, do you have the front office or the folks in place to help minimize the risk is how you'll know what a draft pick gonna be or not gonna be. I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling. And Anthony Richardson, I told y'all he deserved to be drafted where he was drafted at. But I don't think he's gonna beat CJ Stroud. I'm just saying. He ain't gonna beat CJ Stroud. Not on my watch.
Who do you have coming out of that division then?
The Texans. Who you thought I was gonna pick? The Jaguars?
I was curious how much you liked Anthony Richardson.
I do like Anthony, bro. Come on, don't do that. Don't. Oh, really? That's what you're doing? You know, I said what I said about Anthony Richardson when I said what I said it. Once I said it, and when I said it, then I'll say that fast 2 times. We're gonna take another break. We'll be right back. We catch y'all back on the flip side. It's Commander Brown. Training. Yeah, holla back.
It's K Cunningham, you watching the Shop Report. I'm Harvey Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report. My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report. Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report. Max McKee, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Mars Man. We're from Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shock Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
All right, we are back. Let's pick things up where we left off. Double J, so you picking the Texans or the Colts?
No, give me Houston.
But you're going to give me all that yarn and then going to turn around. You know what, man, cut me in and cut it out. That's what you need to do. Anyway, let's move on down here. The Saints, Panthers at the Saints. Who you got?
Saints.
Yeah, I want LSU too. Raiders at Raiders at the Chargers. Oh man, I don't even want to touch this one. This is at 4:05 p.m. baby, Eastern time. If you're on the Eastern side board, baby. Ooh. You go first. You go first.
I'm going Chargers.
Oh, well, you said that so convincingly, but you don't like Jim Harbaugh or Rasheed Wallace. Make up my mind, will you?
Oh, hell no.
Why you picking the Chargers based on what?
I don't particularly care for the Raiders defense outside of Crosby. Offensively, I was against the decision to start
Gardner Cashew. Oh. Gardner Cashew?
Yep. And Zamir White
O'Connell
is their starting running back. Yeah, absolutely. O'Connell's more efficient. But
are we talking Jameis Winston efficient? Because while I'm mentioning Jameis Winston, I'll give him credit now. He will get the troops together and have you thinking you're going to go out there and win one for the Gipper. Come on, guys. You can do it. Come on. Push that. Man, I was like, man, he get one heck of a speech. It's when he get up on the center that worries me. I'm just saying.
So here's the interesting part about that.
35 interceptions
coming out here.
Games.
Remember, Stefanski kept 4. Is that the reason Flacco is not back is actually due to who the starting quarterback is.
What are you talking about?
And he did not like that. He did not want an actual competitor behind him. And then wants to have a sore arm. Make sense to me.
Bruh. That's speaking to Stefanski's ego.
Stefanski's? It's Watson's.
What do you mean?
He's the one he's okay with Jameis and his pep talks, but he didn't want an actual true, like someone like Flacco, who clearly was capable of doing the job.
Well, that's true. Okay, well, that's news to me. Now, if that's the case, then then here we go. If that is true, I gotta agree with what Chris Candy said. Unfortunately, the Browns put the fun in dysfunctional. Let's move on. I'm taking like Antonio Pierce, man, but I don't think he's going. Jim Harbaugh has been to the mountaintop. He just couldn't get over the other side. And now he's back. I'm sorry. And is Justin Herbert, is he healthy enough to start in this one?
Sounds like he will be.
Oh, well, give me the Chargers. But I think it's a close one too. What's the spread?
So the numbers on that one are Chargers by 3 and total is set at 41.5.
Ooh,
So,
what would you take? You take the
21
over?
17 type of game.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the under. Okay, yeah. Then up next, of course, is everybody's favorite team. Not in this house, either one. The Dallas Jerry Jones boys against Stefanski's Browns, or the Brown Stefanski, because some stank.
Oh, you're picking first.
Hey, first of all, what's the spread on this one? What's the spread?
That is,
it's close. 2.5.
It is, yes. But for who?
Well, if it's minus, it's going for. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's probably the Browns.
The 2.5?
No, it's got to be the Cowboys. The Cowboys they got to be getting the points going to Cleveland.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, Cleveland is a 2.5 point favorite.
Okay, yeah. Now, why they couldn't get a Browns 3?
Man, well, I expect that line potentially to change, right? You have Jerry Jeudy. You have no excuses.
Yeah, okay. And remember now, you had David Bell too. There's a little dissension over there too. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying I wouldn't have done it, because when I saw Ayuk's name up there, I was like, "Ooh, okay, well." But that's the reason why Amari did what he did when it came to his monies this year too. Because he was like, nah, y'all might see another dance partner, and sure enough, the Browns, got out there. They wanted Ayuk, but Ayuk didn't want the Browns. So now Amari like, oh, really?
It wasn't just the Browns, and this is where I'm going to throw this actual scenario to you.
Okay.
Basically, both Cleveland and Pittsburgh had ultimately more money guaranteed than the original offer that San Francisco gave him that he ultimately signed.
What?
Yeah, so San Francisco's offer never changed.
So was Ayuk then, was he just attempting to test, like, quote unquote, the market to see, like who his suitors could be or might be out there?
Well, he had pretty much named him. He said where he wanted to go, as far as, like, generally speaking, saying within the AFC. And, well, they answered the phone and said, here's the numbers that we're willing to give him. But the number never changed from San Francisco. So that, like, everyone, when that breaking news came across,
he did like the little boy who cried wolf.
That was the same deal. So my question to you is, he clearly never had any intent on leaving, but I guess he was trying to maybe see if there was truly more money to be offered by the team, and they didn't budge. That wasn't a small deal.
Yeah, I know. That make him look kind of, if you ask me.
Agreed. Yeah, unfortunately. Usually I'm on the side of the players. Yeah. I'll make at least a general business. I'll give some rationale as to what the other side might be thinking. But for them not to move, and meanwhile, you still have Trent Williams out there who's sitting around, and his deal is actually fantastic. The only difference is 0% of it is guaranteed, and that's the portion he wants changed.
Oh, he's going to get it.
Yeah, I'm not going into week one. I'm hearing potentially McCaffrey, he's still not practicing. So I have already handcuffed his guy because that was my keeper first round pick. I didn't have a choice. And so I dropped Chumbawamba.
Trent Williams has all of the leverage in that case. But I'm telling you right now, 2.5, that's a pick 'em.
16-10. Fresno State has scored.
All right. Well, Trent Dilfer must be quarterbacking then. Okay. Anywho, let's move on. The Rams at the Lions. Who you got?
Oh man.
Give me the spread for from here on out when we do this next Saturday or whatever the case may be. Yeah, give me the spread. And I might change the college football format thing up a little bit. But go ahead, give me the spread.
Who did you pick? Wait a minute. You're not gonna move on. You didn't even make a pick.
I said it's a pick 'em. At 2.5.
Still not making a pick.
It is a pick. It's a pick 'em. You can take your pick.
You're supposed to pick in the pick 'em.
Was I supposed to pick? Oh,
absolutely. Wow. Look how he tried to dodge that.
Well, dodgeball was my favorite sport. Okay, I'm just saying. Oh, and by the way, when you mentioned about me being on the sticks earlier in the program, let me say this. Even though I haven't been in a minute, I stopped playing all of the Maddens and the 2Ks and all of that. I'm too competitive, man. I get mad, and I be done broke them. Them controllers cost $54,000, and before you know it, boom, it's on the floor, crack. Anywho, I still get in when I can. It's been a minute. I will still get in some racing. Hey, if you are a racing fan, auto racing, okay? If you believe me when I tell you, iRacing is the shizzle. Okay? You got to get an iRacing. You got to do it.
So unfortunately, I do want to ask you though, before we have you answer the question.
Okay. What's the question?
There was another tragedy in sprint car racing. And something that's been thrown out there, proposed, is modifications to that type of car.
They should have been modified. Sprint racing, when it comes to anytime you're in a car and you're going around tracks and all of that with 30, 40 other cars at them speeds, it's like football, crash test dummies. Good luck. But if you have to list which ones are more dangerous, I guess, of the auto racing genres or formats or whatever. Can't find a word. Rally is at the top of my list. And then sprint. Yeah, rally car. You gotta have a cast iron stomach, bro. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Real. And wear a diaper. I'm just saying. Because some of them hairpins, boy, yeah. But all of NASCAR, Le Mans, Formula One, Indy. I'm loving with the Bugattis and the Porsches and all of that. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. But iRacing, It's been years since I've had I'll call it a license or whatever, what have you. And if I'm not mistaken, now, even back then, when I say years, I'm talking about maybe 10, 11, that far back. Now, you start off as a novice and they put you in certain races, but you have actual NASCAR, the Jeff Gordon, I don't know if he's still in it, but the Jeff Gordons and the Chase Elliott's and all them guys, they are in this iRacing league, bruh. And you can play Need for Speed. Well, Need for Speed Pro Street was my favorite one. I beat Ryan Watanabe, baby. Okay. You can play with a little
bigger flex than most would realize.
Yeah, trust me. The only thing it took me forever to get him in the drag racing. But you can play with the sticks, the PS4s, the Xbox sticks and racing and all of that. Because Grid is a good one too, but believe it or not. But bro, it's nothing like having a full rig, bro. That's what you need. If you're gonna iRace, you need to be in a rig. You need to be harnessed in because you're gonna feel all of it, bro. iRacing.
Keep an eye out or follow some of these race teams. They're letting them go for dirt cheap.
What was
pennies on the dollar?
Well, okay, so dirt cheap. See, you live in a gated community, so dirt cheap to you is what, $25 million? Man, please, I'm over here trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, man. What you talking about? Anywho, let's. I'm taking the Rams. Believe it or not, I know Doc not gonna be happy about that. Are we getting any comments, Double J? My bad. I got the screen on. Oh,
no, I got it under control.
Okay.
We're live on X, so.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, live on X, baby. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams in that one. I think Sean McVay is.
But remind us, who did you pick between the Cowboys and Dog Pound again?
I picked the Browns, man, to win by
really.
I picked the Browns to win by Cade York. Oh, he's not even there anymore. Sorry. Man, listen, you have to help me to understand. Okay. I want to see it from your vantage point because you're on the outside of the stadium looking in. Maybe I can't see it clearly because I'm on inside the stadium. But you know me, I'll tell you right now, they can't get me to go to their venue.
No, that's strange. I had a ticket for you, and I felt like Ricky Bobby.
Oh, hey, listen here, Tropic Thunder. Okay. Woo. The best seat in the house is at the house at my age. Okay. I can eat my Jello pudding pops, and then I can, try to have to worry about. I can get up and go to the bathroom without no interruptions and no, what I'm saying, no blockage, no none of that, no waiting in lines.
That's true.
The pipes just ain't what they used to be.
No joke.
But man, you have to help me to understand how the Browns, they made all of these offseason changes, and people are expecting them to do what? What NFL team has made the type of offseason changes that they made and still made it to a Super Bowl? Unless you're Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. They didn't make a whole bunch of changes. The cheetah left, and then they got Rashee Rice. And then he did something, and then they got some other guy. They just plug and play. Some teams, and it's the NBA too, they reload. Okay? The Chiefs are one of them teams. And there are other teams who rebuild every year. But they get you to go down there and buy a $400 jersey. Go team, go. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Browns, though, in a Cade York moment. A 95-yard field goal is going to bounce off the left, upright, and then back, down, up and down again. Then here comes John Elway to ruin it for us. The drive, the fumble, anywho. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Browns begrudgingly. What about the Rams and the Lions? I'm taking the Rams. No hesitation. Doc, I know you might be mad at me, but oh well, you'll get over it. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams. Listen,
I actually think the Lions got better, and I think the Rams regressed defensively. Again, referring to Aaron Donald.
See, there you go. You did the same thing with the Georgia Bulldogs. They lost 15 starters on defense, so ... I know Aaron Donald was a huge piece, but Sean McVay, right now, give me your top 5 NFL head coaches. Right quick.
Dan Campbell.
Oh, stop. Dan Campbell's man. Come on, man. Come on, stop it. All right, okay.
Whoa, what? Go on.
Okay,
why not?
Right. Okay, go ahead. All right, Dan Campbell.
D'Amico Ryans.
Okay. But you agree that he shouldn't have won Coach of the Year last year.
He should not have.
No, that's what you said when that happened last year when we was on the program.
Oh, you're gonna have to pull that tape.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull it. That's you, Brother Rich, and TJ.
They said no. I don't.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans. Anyway, go ahead. All right, D'Amico Ryans.
Mm-hmm. You said now. What was the stipulation again?
I said, give me your top 5 head coaches right now. I'm talking about X's and O's guys that if it was breaking news 2 hours from now that this guy was being released or somehow leaving the team he's currently on, you wouldn't want him on your team immediately.
I'll go with. We'll go with Jim and John.
Oh, okay.
And then
you don't like Jim Harbaugh. Why are you picking him for anything?
No, look, I don't have to. And who said I didn't like him? I didn't like him at Michigan.
Oh, okay. Because he kept getting in the way of Purdue's championship.
No. I've already said it. I will absolutely accept the 2022 Big Ten football championship.
Okay.
Retroactively.
Okay.
Oh, just in time.
Oh, wow. We got a newcomer to the party. What's up, D Gully, the IT guy? I don't know why. Glad you could join us from the Columbus. We're going through right now. We're going through the NFL Week 1 schedule.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're gonna recap right quick to catch you up to speed. Can't go over the other stuff we already discussed, but right quick in the Thursday night game to start the season off, who you got? Baltimore, Kansas City.
Baltimore winning that.
You know what? You and Double J, y'all buddies for real.
I gotta be consistent. I gotta write these down because my pick'ems gotta reflect what I say on this show. I can't switch it up.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, because at the end of the day, y'all the same folks who swearing down talking about Patrick Mahomes, Jordan, and cleats throwing behind the back pass.
This y'all see this senility is getting you. Senility is getting you. When did I ever say that Patrick Mahomes is Jesus in cleats or anything to the or anything? Well, Jordan. And when did I ever say that? You the one that said that. You the one said that we said that, and you keep saying that every time you want to bring back up that Deshaun Watson comparison. And I was with you on that, but you forget. I was on your side on that one, but you forgot. But that's all right. That's all right.
Okay, well, we stay on that. Yeah, we'll stay on that side of town. And the next one,
you push me on that side of town. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I was on your side. You see, Double J. You see what happens?
Yeah. Well, first of all, why do I have to keep looking at myself? Oh, this is unbelievable. Anyway, the Steelers at the Falcons. Who you got, Gully?
The team that scored the most points.
So, see, when I do that, okay. Right.
No, I'm picking for that one. I'm actually gonna pick. I'm gonna stay AFC North. I'm gonna pick Steelers to win week 1.
Titans at the Bears.
Ooh, that's actually picking for me. I'm gonna go.
Thank you. I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
That's a pick'em for me. That's a pick'em. Let me just ride with the home team. On a pick'em, I'm gonna just stay at home. Go with Chicago.
Okay. Texans at the Colts.
Oh, Texans.
Panthers at the Saints.
Nolans. Give me Nolans.
Raiders at the Chargers.
The Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles. None of that makes sense. That's still foreign to me. That's the Oakland Raiders and San Diego Chargers. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say.
The San Diego Chargers.
Yeah, at least once a year, there's some national pundit or commentator that refers to the Chargers as San Diego and have to correct themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
but we're gonna go with we're going to go with Harbaugh winning his debut return to the NFL. We're gonna go with the Chargers.
Okay. Hey, Gully, who are your top 5 head coaches?
NFL head coaches right now.
Oh, right now. Reed.
Double J didn't pick Andy Reid.
First of all, no, that need to be the question. How's Andy Reid not in the top 5?
Well, that's Double J. He keep going with Kevin Stefanski.
He keeps putting Stefanski in that list.
Listen, we're not going to even go down that road right now. We ain't got that kind of time. It's people out there got to go get their bed, their dinner fixed and put away and have leftovers for the next day and get in the bed anyway. They got to work tomorrow, eh? Yeah, keep going. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep going. We skipping Cowboys versus Browns. Let's go to the next one.
Why are we skipping that?
Because we from Ohio, so we skipping that. That's the matchup of the week.
That's why
Jay picked.
Actually, that is the matchup of the week. Be honest with you.
I think so too. But I picked.
I'm going with Cleveland.
Begrudging. Oh my! Oh my God! Really? Do we have to see that? Wow! Really? Really?
He ain't coming back though. Don't worry about it. He ain't coming back.
It's too bad you jumped off of the bandwagon.
No, it's not too bad. You beat Florida. Florida's not all of that anyway. I told you, I'm conditional. Yeah, you got to show me more than that. The way they lost to Georgia Tech last year still doesn't sit well. Gully, the Rams at the Lions. Who you got?
Dan Campbell is going to continue the trend of they started. I think you got Sean McVay and those guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Tell him. Would you tell him Andy Reid picker? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He said Jim and
John.
You know,
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah, me too. In this one,
John Harbaugh. Who is John? John Harbaugh.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I'm gonna go with Jen and John Harbaugh. You might as well just pick Jimmy Haslam. Anyway,
Here I am. Here I am.
Thank you. I wish Double J would show his face. I got to talk to the black screens every week. This is unbelievable. In a Sunday night game, Packers at the Eagles.
Love hurt.
Who you got?
Jordan Love and the Packers. I'm picking Philly.
I'm picking Green Bay. I didn't have to do that. Oh, somebody heard me say Green Bay. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to hear it.
That. Hey, why? I mean, you made a basket. You made a football decision, but why? What about Green Bay is telling you they're gonna win? I mean, it's only week 1, so these don't set the
Kool-Aid.
And I'm not drinking Kool-Aid. I don't drink Kool-Aid. Okay, first of all, I drink Canada Dry. Okay, or what's in here?
Yeah, what's in there? What's in there? Vodka is clear too. You know, by the way.
Yeah, I know what it is, but it ain't what you say it is, because that ain't what it is.
What it is, what it is, what it ain't, what it is, what it is, what it ain't. Okay, you Andre 3 stacks, huh?
Absolutely. 3.5 stacks though. Don't get it twisted. I'm picking the Packers, man, because the way that they finished this, Jordan Love and the young core receivers. But I think what's the run? Double J, you in the fantasy game right now. What's the running back for the Packers that I think is out for the season?
That is the backup that's been there for a while.
Yeah. Jones?
No, Aaron Jones left.
Yeah.
They have Josh Jacobs now.
That's right.
From Vegas. But
it's the other guy. I can't think of his name.
Oh, Josh Jacobs from Vegas. He's the starter now in Green Bay.
Yeah, in Green Bay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But I don't like the scheme. He doesn't fit the scheme. That's the problem that I have with that.
Why don't he fit the scheme?
A lot of pass blocking, zone blocking for him was not his strength.
Well, that's what practice is for. Okay, you make your weaknesses strengths and your strengths stronger. That's how it's supposed to go. I believe in Jacobs. He'll do that. And also at the same time, oh man, I say this begrudgingly because I'm gonna hear it when I get to work from this main guy. He always wearing green and yellow. I think he got a stake in the team too. Oh Lord have mercy. Oh, here we go. We taking the North. Yeah, absolutely not, Doc. Yeah, where you been at? But Jordan Love is rolling. Jordan Love, he is complimented very well on the offensive side of the ball.
Okay.
And he don't just look the part, bro. Why you don't highlight me? What are you doing? Nobody want to see me up close. My gosh. Stay on the schedule. Now you want to show your face.
You the host. You the host. See, they got to see you. They don't want to see me up close.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Would you switch back and stop doing that?
Uh-oh. Circle the wagons.
AJ Dillon is the name you're looking for, by the way.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say?
AJ Dillon was the backup.
AJ Dillon, that's right. Oh, Doc, talking about Jordan Love is going to roll right out of the playoffs. Doc, you got just roll right out of bed. Why don't you? How about that? Double J, who you picking? Packers or Eagles?
I'm going Philly.
Yeah. And y'all not boys to men's and none of that
NFC East Coast swing.
What about the Cardinals and the Buffalo?
Circle the wagons. Circle the wagons.
Double J, you can go first. You Kyler Murray.
Yes, give me Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray to Hart Harrison Jr.
It pains me that despite having Burrow and Lamar, the ideal choice was actually Kyler Murray.
Well, then why you didn't pick him?
He was taken before I could get him at within reason.
Okay.
You think that's a bad thing?
Yeah, exactly. I got Lamar and who you got? Who else you got? Lamar and who?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, so you got Lamar and Joe Burrow, and you.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I quit playing fantasy football. Like you
bitter beer face because you didn't get Kyler Murray. Wow, really? Yeah, cry me a river.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right? The conniptions he's about to enter the shows in week after week. Burrow's coming off a 3-game win streak, and I had to go with Lamar. And then, it's like, I'm telling you what, man.
Doc Way, and then again, he said he grabbed Lamar too. Well, you better put him back. That's all I'm telling you. Yeah, I bet you he was. I bet you he was.
I remember one year I drafted a kicker in like the 4th round.
It was a Yahoo Sleeper app. They someone took a kicker early, and it literally made a sound effect. That I loved that. That was a nice touch. That was not set by a commissioner. That was just based off of ADP and really questioning someone's decision making.
Who was the kicker?
In the moment, which is like the ultimate pie in the face. Like, it's not even retroactive in that.
It made a sound effect.
Who was the kicker? Donald Igwe BK?
Literally was like, what I love it.
All right, I'm actually gonna take the Bills in that one.
Circle the wagons, brother Rich. Where you at? I know
the Patriots at the Bengals.
Well, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think the Patriots
is up.
What you say?
Yeah. Oh, our league is up.
Yes, our league is up.
Oh, you know what? Why we didn't throw the link on the bottom of the thing here? That's possible, and it's for free, you all. You know what I mean? So it's just to have fun or whatever. I don't promote gambling and such here or whatnot, because things can get askew and crazy in instances. But I mean, if you want to join the league,
we get the Powerball tickets out your car. No, I'm just playing with you, bro.
Stop it. I'm just playing with you. If you want to play a league for bragging rights,
to light the fire.
Oh yeah, exactly. By all means, we're gonna throw a link up. If not today, we can maybe get out of here in a few. After we finish this list, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. I got things to do. But then next week throw a link in there. Or where can we throw a link at? Can we throw a link up on the page?
No, I got it right now. Got it right now.
Oh,
it's going in the comments.
Oh, okay, so cool deal. Yeah, I'm taking
that way everybody can see it.
I'm taking Cincinnati too, but you never know, man. New England might surprise. We'll see.
They're gonna be surprising, all right. They're gonna surprise you how terrible they are. They about to be 80s New England.
Don't say that. The 80s New England had went to the Super Bowl in 1985.
Okay. What about 81 through 84, 86 through 90?
Well, I'm just saying, you said the 80s, and I picked 85.
Yeah, I picked the 80s New England. No, 90s New England had playoff appearances and a Super Bowl appearance as well.
Okay, well, Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, but 80s New England had the one appearance, and they was 1-15. The 80s New England, I just remember Irvin Fryer, and that was it.
Oh wow, that's disrespectful.
When he wasn't on the Cowboys.
Irvin Fryer, before he went to Philadelphia. That's the only thing I remember about New England. They had Irvin Fryer.
Okay, well, because your memory is worse than mine, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Listen, just because your memory's in black and white and not in Technicolor, don't blame us, okay?
I don't have a problem with that. Listen, hey, Casablanca was shot in black and white. Don't disrespect TMC, Turner Classic Movies. Don't do that. We're not doing that. That's what we're not going to do. I'm just letting you know right now. To what you said, absolutely not. One more time. I'm taking the Bengals, but don't be surprised. The Patriots. And by the way, let's to finish that off. Craig James, Steve Grogan, Andre Tippett, John Hanna was the Hall of Fame left tackle, I believe,
for that one Super Bowl trip.
I'm talking about in the 80s. And Irving Fryer. I'm talking about the Patriots were not as terrible as you want them to be in the 80s. They were not as good in the 80s as they were in the 90s, but they were not as bad as you make them out to be because your memory is terrible. That's TURRIBLE plus Y and Z. Anywho, Jacksonville at the Dolphins. Who you got?
Somebody got to be an upset somewhere. I think.
I gave you the upset.
No, you didn't get upset. No, we're not talking about your upset stomach.
Oh, my bad. Okay, let me. You cracked the funny. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's got to be an upset somewhere. But this is
no. What upset did you give us though? For real, what upset did you give us?
I didn't. I just was throwing it out there.
All right. I mean, in our mind, like, in terms of the shopping
really,
tip business. Go ahead.
Y'all really, you and Double J kind of really picked y'all's upset at the beginning of all of this. You said Baltimore over Kansas City.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Wow. What's in that cup? Yeah,
my
gosh. Yeah, it ain't water. Anyway, who you
no,
got? No,
it's iced tea, unsweetened iced tea.
Yeah, okay, more like Long Island. Anyway,
so you know what? I'm struggling with this one. Like I say, if it's a toss up, pick the home team. I'll go with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins too. Double J, who you got?
Well, the line on this one, which was strangely not asked.
Well, I didn't ask. I only asked for the line on a few of them. But since you putting it out there, go ahead. What's the line?
3.5 for Miami. And a total of 50 base or 49.5. Sorry.
And it's only in the line is wow. Wait, go back to the other one. Doc said Cleveland versus the Cowboys are going to be the upset. Well, who's going to do the upsetting, Doc?
He's suggesting. Yeah, I think Cleveland is the favorite in that, in my opinion.
No, they are. But guess what though? But guess what though? Out of everybody we've read so far, most at minimum are like 3-point favorites or giving 3, take whatever, or 3.5. The Browns and the Cowboys so far are the only ones at 2.5.
Okay.
Imagine that. Anyway, who you got, Double J? Jacksonville or the Dolphins?
I'm going to go with
cue the Jeopardy music. Or some elevator music.
Nightmares of my fantasy draft all over again. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. Fins up.
Okay. All right.
Fins up.
Minnesota at the Giants.
Yeah, Minnesota.
This should be a game.
Yeah, Minnesota. Right. You could have just finished the sentence. Minnesota.
This is built for Thursday night in October.
This is built for nobody at night in October or no.
Well, you know how they would
this is built for Nick at Night rerun.
This ain't even built for Nick at Night. This is built not tonight. No, not that night, and not
what about
any
Mac
other
tonight?
Night. Okay, yeah, right, yeah. Mac, let me flip a coin. I don't even have a coin. Let me close my eyes and wiggle. I'm gonna go with the Giants. Upset special of the week. Upset special, baby.
You ain't lying. We need
Minnesota's
a
only
fire
favored
alert
by 1.
What happened?
Whoa.
Yeah, the spread currently is 1
for the Giants.
No, for Minnesota.
Ooh. Well,
yeah, give me the Giants with the point.
Oh wow, really?
I'll just take a money line. Yeah, I would go Giants money line.
All right. Broncos at the Seahawks. Well, I'll go first. I'm taking the Broncos because I think Sean Payton finally found his quarterback in Bo Nix. Doc said, well, the Giants could upset the Giants. You know what? It's unbelievable. These are the shenanigans we got to deal with.
Right. Right.
These are the shenanigans we got to deal with on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm taking the Broncos. Geno ain't bad, but I think I was getting ready to say I think Pete Carroll's run is about done, man.
It's been done. He ain't the coach no more.
He ain't the coach.
Oh, he ain't?
Right. Well, you were right. That makes you right.
Oh, you know what I mean? You got to throw y'all a curveball.
Now, you know what? Who replaced him as coach?
Well, it wasn't Kevin Stefanski.
No, it was not.
That's who it should have been. Go north, young man. Go north. West, north. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Denver. I'm gonna take Denver.
Yeah, okay. We figured that. Double J, who you got?
Give me the Hawks.
The Atlanta Hawks or what Hawks? Oh, man,
the Silver Hawks.
Yeah, this dude right here.
The Hawks
Hawks
from the Mighty Ducks.
Hey, don't do that. Hey man, did you see the jerseys? By the way, the Mighty Ducks jerseys,
the new ones,
the fire or they like fire engine red and orange. Oh, bro, bro, I might be bad on my color schemes. You know, I ain't have crayons as a kid. I'm just saying I had to play with pencils. You know what I mean? Number 2 and number 3s. Anyway,
pencil breaks. Oh man, pencil breaks.
Yeah.
You said, hold on, Mighty Ducks jerseys, they got a fire engine red color scheme.
Was like a burnt orange. Let me say it.
No, but still, I'm just saying.
Why are you making that face? If you got to go to the restroom, just do what you've been doing. Take yourself off the screen.
You know, figure out this jersey.
Okay, you have to see it. All right, don't take it from me. I'm taking the Broncos. Jubba J, you online? Who you on?
Jubba J.
Jubba J. Jubba J, who you with today?
Jubba J. Yo, Jubba J.
Yeah.
This?
No.
No?
That ain't bad. That ain't bad either. But no, it was another one I saw. It was all. That ain't bad either. You don't like that?
I guess not for the Mighty Ducks.
Okay, you know.
I guess because I'm used to seeing the Mighty Ducks in the, I
know. Y'all real particular. I'm sure y'all drink y'all tea or coffee with your pinky out too. Bougie. Anyway, let's keep things. Who Double J? Who you got? Denver or Seattle?
Jubba J. He said he taking the Hawks.
Maybe that is it. Yeah, that's it right there.
That ain't bad though,
bro. That jersey is fire, bro.
I still think. I think that
man, he might. You said fire engine red, like Clifford the dog. That's not.
I said that at first. Then I said burnt orange.
Then he said burnt orange. He did say burnt orange. Either way, they ain't bad. They not bad jerseys. I think the Golden Knights got the best color scheme out there right now.
Yeah,
that's color red, John. Yeah, thank you, Doc. Shout out to Doc. Oh, you know what? And on a lighter note, say it that way. I can't think of the young man's name. 2 brothers. Played
Johnny Gaudreau for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Him and his brother,
at
the unfortunately passed at the hands of a drunk driver. And shout out to all of hockey for giving those guys
and baseball, even the Tigers baseball up there.
Yeah, it's because it's just Detroit fan, man. What it do? All good. Glad you could join us. Yeah,
man. I'm sorry for laughing, bro. Your ADD is terrible.
What? I said Detroit fan, man.
We just have it right. You just jump like, like you was at.
Okay, yeah. What's in your cup, bro? Because you ain't made no sense whatsoever.
Me. You just jump like.
What I say? Man, y'all talking crazy.
How do we even get to? How do we even get from NFL pickups to the Mighty Ducks jerseys?
I have no idea. Just roll with it, man.
And then you was like on a lighter note. But then you was like on a lighter note, somebody died, and then while you said that, you was like,
"Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to say lighter note. I meant on a more somber note." Okay,
I love you, bro. I love you, my guy,
man. Really, everybody else was rolling right along, and then you just had, hey, look at me. I'm the IT guy. I don't know why. I'm more like blank man.
My stomach hurt, bro. Like, oh my goodness. On a more
somber note. Thank you very much. Forgive me. I said lighter note. That was.
But then right in the middle of that, Detroit fan man. Like, yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Detroit fan man. We shout out to you again.
I know. It's a good thing he wasn't driving.
Oh God.
Yeah. Don't make that sound again. Anywho. Yeah. Anywho, no. Seriously. All jokes to the side, whatever side you want to put them on is fine with me. They were hit by a drunk driver. No, I didn't, Doc.
Why'd you put that up?
Exactly, Double J. Why'd you do that? Anyway, they were hit by a drunk
driver. You told me to handle the comment.
Okay,
but right now.
Not right. Yeah, your timing is terrible. Terrible.
Look. Johnny Gaudreau and his brother passed, and it's terrible because of the circumstances, how it happened. Just riding a bike. And the drunk driver apparently was impatient, didn't understand why the traffic was slow in front of him. So I think he tried to skip around 2 cars, and only at the point of trying to pass 2 cars, he realized why they were slowing down. And tragically, that took the life of both Johnny Gaudreau and his brother the day before their sister was to be married.
Yeah.
And very sad incident. The drunk driver, I guess, to his credit, admitted that he had been drinking, if for whatever that's worth. But it's a sad thing, though.
But you know what makes it even more sad is that we have legislation in regards to like drug laws and things of that nature, where the punishment don't fit the crime. But I've seen court cases where guys in the courtroom, he got 12 DUIs. Like at what point is there going to be some legislation for tightening up the screws on these drunk driving laws?
Right.
Seriously, you leaving it up to people drinking to catch a cab. Well, ain't nobody in their right frame of mind if they hammered.
Right. That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. Like,
ain't nobody in their right frame. You gotta set some sort of like put the hammer down. So when folks know they're gonna be drinking beforehand, they be like, "Hey man, did you see the sentence that guy got for doing XYZ?" Yeah, before you even go out to get to drinking, like, look, well, your to-do list, let me call me a driver.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or get somebody. You're not gonna just grab the keys and roll because you on your, and I'm just saying, you on your fourth one. Shucks, California got a 3-strike law, don't they? You know what I'm saying? And here it is again, man. Unfortunate. They need to make that's what I want to see from these upcoming candidates in this election and all that policy and politicking. I want to see some legislation change for drunk driving, because unfortunate all day, every day. But again, forgive me for saying lighter note. That's not what.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't mean to get at you about that, because my bad.
You know what I mean? But anywho,
it was just a series of events, but that's all. But I know when you talk about stuff like that, I know what you meant. Sorry.
Yeah, for
My
sure.
apologies, barbershop.
It's all good. But again, my heart goes out to, and my condolences to the families or whatnot, because it's unfortunate. It really, really is unfortunate. All right, let's finish out our list here. Double J, you picked the Broncos or did you pick the Seahawks?
He picked the Hawks.
Okay. The last two on the list, the Washington Commanders at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who you got?
Baker, touchdown maker. I'm going with the Bucks.
Yeah, I think so too. It's unfortunate that while he was here, Baker Mayfield, that is, in Cleveland playing for the Browns, had just about as much turnover as you see going on now. Did he have an offensive coordinator for more than two? I think
he had one for each year. Yeah, he had a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if you just listen to John Gruden at times, his playbook, Brad Johnson and the like, and them guys was like, wait a minute, my gosh, Z65 X trap, light pole, twist, double nickel.
Yeah. Like that reel that had came up where he was coaching. It was like practice, and the guy could not get it right.
It couldn't get it right. So I'm just saying, to have that kind of change, the only consistency being the inconsistency.
Right.
I'm looking, because he came kind of like where he came into his own a little bit last year. I'm gonna have my eye on Bake.
He did. I think there were some personal maturity issues that I think he handled or he had dealt with. Yeah. And it showed that he kind of grew up, because it showed that his capability. Remember, before he arrived at Tampa Bay, surfing all around. Remember what he did when he was with the Rams? That one game, he showed up and showed out.
Yeah. But you know what, though? What you're speaking to, could it be that he finally has some stability?
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see. I want to see what he do this year. I ain't saying I'm not about to jump out the plane at 57,000 feet with no parachute and say he can ready to be MVP and none of that kind of stuff.
But understand though, like right. We got to understand something. Many players are capable of, young players are capable of mishandling the big moment. But we got to remember, in Kansas City, the Browns had the Chiefs in a tough battle, and that is in no small part to Baker Mayfield's leadership and his quarterbacking in that game. The fact that it came down to him making the interception means the game was in his hands and was not out of control. And that's something to be noted, So now that he has a team, he battled through what they battled through last season, and they're not the favorites to win the NFC South. If they're not, they should be.
I don't see why they're not. Well, maybe
because what Atlanta did by signing a guy and then drafting another quarterback immediately after the follow. Yeah, we talked about that extensively. But
my gosh, Double J, I just went back to the comments. You ain't handling the comments. There's comments here that we didn't even show. Oh my goodness, this guy right here, man. Who's driving the truck?
Well, now I'm going too slow.
You're right.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's do it. Okay, no, is that the one? Oh, this dude right here, man. Doc left 100,000 comments. He said Broncos lose. The veteran Knicks ain't gonna be enough to get it done. Yeah, we already saw that about the. Oh, here's one about me. He didn't have the right glass on. He was looking at the picture. That's okay. I got you, Doc. I got you. Remind me to take you up. You're gonna get a lump of. You remember the Bernie Mac episode where they had the dog Buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what you're gonna get, Doc. You're gonna get a lump of Buddy's call. Anywho,
last one.
The last one. I know where I'm going. Okay. All right. Yeah. Finally, we get to the last one. Doc said he's not gonna win a Super Bowl, but he'll most definitely get the Bucs to the playoffs. Nah. All right. I wouldn't go all that far. Not that far to say what's what.
What if we get a surprise Bucs Chiefs Super Bowl?
I don't know. Detroit fan man said, y'all ain't bowl leavers for Denver. I'm thinking he got that big Knicks energy and was surprised a bit. Yeah, Detroit fan man. I just said that. Absolutely. I did. When we was speaking, I said, I think Sean Payton done found his quarterback in Bo Nix. Shout out. Wait a minute. Did me and Detroit fan man just agree on something?
Yep, y'all did.
Oh, you know the world coming to an end. My goodness. And last but not least, the Jets at the 49ers. Who we got?
I'm picking 49ers.
Really?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Well, you got to see about a 3-step drop.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Doc weighed in again. He said, "HE double hockey sticks. No, Bucks are not going back to the Super Bowl to meet the Chiefs." Here we go. He said, "Lions versus Chiefs will happen before that." I don't know about that. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know about that, Doc. What make you say that, Doc? He said Purdy and them Niners taking that one. Nah, you know what, man? To tell you the truth, again, it's just my opinion. It really is. That's all any of this is anyway, coming from me. But we'll get to that comment in a second. But as much as I like Kyle Shanahan as a play caller, he kind of reminds me as a head coach to some degree. I think it's Lincoln Riley. Is it Lincoln Riley? I'm not sure. I think it's Lincoln Riley. I think he's better as an offensive coordinator. Because who was the head coach when the Falcons blew that 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl?
Wasn't it Mike Smith?
But Kyle Shanahan was a coordinator on that squad, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the coordinator. Yeah.
Yeah, he was offensive coordinator on that squad, I believe. Yeah. I think I got a feeling though. I think the Niners window, if it's closing. Maybe this year and next year, but after that, I think it's closing. We can get to these comments right here. Doc weighing in again. He's saying Sharon Rodgers is past his time. Jets will be mediocre at best. I don't know about that, bro. Look at our team. What about your team, Doc? What about don't tell me about the Lions. You and Double J don't even like Rasheed Wallace. I'm talking about Detroit. Detroit basketball. Yeah, anyway. Oh, and I'm gonna say this too right quick about Baker. He said, look at our team. Doc said we drafted the help we need on defense. We have one of the best offensive lines and running back duos in the league. True that. He said, I don't see why we can't make it to a Super Bowl and win. I'm not saying that y'all
Kansas
can't.
City is why.
Huh?
Kansas City is why.
Yeah, exactly. Not to mention we have Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell in the kitchen cooking. Hey, but the Chiefs got Patrick Jordan Holmes. Not Sherlock either. I love Rashid Double J on his own. Yeah, exactly. You know, and right quick though, going back to Baker, sometimes a change of scenery, bro.
Yeah,
can make all the difference in the world. And different sport, but I'm using this as an example. Chauncey Billups got drafted by the Celtics and was this close, you know, to the public opinion court saying he was a bust. The Detroit Pistons pick him up, and the rest is history. So sometimes a change of scenery ain't bad. Man, we can beat my homeboy. No, you can't. No, you can't, because that's my homeboy. I'm just trying to say, yeah, I'm picking the Jets. Double J, who you got?
I'm with you. Give me the Jets.
Oh, that's that. No, okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
No, then I'm picking UCF. No, we don't. No, who you got, Gully?
I said Niners.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Dang, I got on headphones and still can't hear. I got on glasses and still can't hear. I can't see either. Man, what's going on?
Got on glasses and still can't hear.
Pat don't like to be hit.
Well, let me tell you something about how glasses work. Oh, go ahead.
Pat don't like to be hit. You hit and put pressure on my homeboy. He's done.
What quarterback likes to be hit?
Yeah,
in history?
Exactly. Not only that, the only way that anybody, barring injury now, mind you, Doc said Barbershop J and Double J having my buddy moment with that Jets pick. Absolutely. Right. Barring injury, the only way to beat Patrick Mahomes with Andy Reid, especially because Andy Reid and Mahomes have what that we were saying Baker didn't have in his time here in Cleveland. Consistency. They've been together for a minute. And again, different sport, but I'm gonna draw the parable. What did Doc Rivers say about Rondo when the Celtics won that chip? Because the reporter asked him, you let him change? Listen, he is an extension of me on the floor. At this point, Patrick Mahomes is an extension of Andy Reid, bro, on that field.
Right.
Added with his own 2.0. Man, come on, man. The dude is throwing behind the back passes, bro, and completing them.
Yeah, he throwing no looks for yardage. He throwing no looks vertically. That's crazy.
That's what exactly. Thank you, bro. And we talked about the rule change, or not the rule staying the same, about the receiver run up the
rule changed.
No, it didn't change. My bad. It stayed the same. The in motion.
Okay.
The in motion. What was it? What was it, Double J, that we said? I'll get to this comment here in a second. Do you remember we talked about Double J last week? He's not even with us no more. I can't even see the screen. What are you doing over there? This is unbelievable. This is what I got to deal with on a regular basis. Doc weighing in again. He said him getting hit flushes his brain. He can't focus on them passes, and he'll hesitate to run if the defense is putting their body on him every other play.
Where have you seen this? I want to see what version. What was the most frustrated version of Patrick Mahomes? Who most frustrated him?
Really.
They've been in two. All right. So what's okay? So
his receivers can't catch a cold. You lock down Travis. All he got is Xavier Walker, bruh. But that's the thing, man. What I'm trying to say. That sounds good, but in reality, he find a way.
Right.
Ask John Elway. Okay.
Yeah, the last team they stumbled against.
Every time he lost to Tampa Bay. But hold up, Gully. Hold that thought. Doc, he lost to Tom Brady, who everybody say is the GOAT. And why do you say Tom Brady is the GOAT? Because he got more than everybody else, not less than, more than. Okay. And does not mention the fact that Mahomes, if I'm not mistaken, both of his tackles were out in that game. All right. That's why he was running for his life, bro. He a different. That dude is a different player, regardless of position in cleats. Sorry, but what has our boy Goff done each time he has played Mahomes? First, that Monday Night Football game in Mexico, which was wild. Then last year, week 1. It sounds crazy, but Mahomes just can't beat golf. Maybe so. Maybe so. But I'll tell you what. Let me just say it like this. For the most part, people that are weighing in, and we appreciate all of the comments for sure, and all the people that's tuning in still. For the most part, I'm going to assume that you all are gamblers or fantasy football players or whatever the case may be, right? All right, let's say you put money down on play parlays and whatnot. Regardless of your favorite team, I'm asking for a straight up, honest answer. Who's picking against Patrick Mahomes in any game if you're putting your money on it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Whatever. I hear you, Doc. The Patriot team and Bucks team defense put that pressure on his head. Yeah. Okay. I hear you. He could barely complete a pass. Yep. You are proving my point. The defense got to him. Mahomes couldn't do ish. Yeah. Okay. He can't beat golf, which is why we beat him in the Super Bowl. Okay. The Detroit fan man said he's guilty. I'm asking you again. If you are a parlay player, and
he's saying he is.
Exactly. Okay. Detroit fan man?
Yeah, he's saying
I know. Yeah, I know. Doc is a Detroit fan, and I get it right now. I understand that, bro. But I'm asking you, if you play the parlay and you putting down some paper, and if Mahomes is in that game, where you putting your money at?
Right.
Yeah, Doc said, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just saying, bro. And it's a reason why you wouldn't bet against him. And for that reason is why I'm picking him. Doc said, the only time I will is if he's playing my Lions. You lying like a rug. I'm just saying. You lying like a rug, Doc. Stop lying. Yeah, okay. Anyway, this is a great one, y'all. We're going to come back next week, do the same thing week after week after week after week for 18 weeks of the NFL season and a few of the weeks of the college football season. We got one more comment we're going to get to before we get out of here. Let's see who's what. Detroit fan man weighing in again. Oh, sorry about that. He said, if the Lions and Chiefs are in the game together, I have to bet on my boys. It ain't going to be the house, but I've waited too long for that. Now, listen, shut up. That's okay. In other words, the man is saying he's being straight up. He's like, look. No, I wouldn't. He said, but I'm gonna roll with my boys just because them is my boys. Doc over here, Doc done jumped out the plane, off the train, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, God. Yeah, okay. All right, Doc. Yeah, it's been a fun one, y'all. Again, we're gonna come back next week. We do this here. Please do not bet or base any of your picks, parlays on anybody I picked. Okay, I'm just forewarning.
The opinions that we have of the Shop Report are those of the Shop Report hosts only, and are not to be taken.
Yeah,
and evaluated for. Yeah, we are not liable for any wages earned or lost as a result of following our picks. These are only opinions, purely speculative.
Thank you. And would you call that a disclaimer or whatever you go? Well, I'm not claiming it. I'm just saying.
Right.
Just saying, yeah. Don't base none of your picks off of me. But it's been fun, y'all. It was a good one. Boy, we look a little longer in the tooth out there. Again, shout out to everybody that tuned in today, that weighed in. We appreciate y'all, man. Because without you, there is no us. We are of the people, not above the people. You all are the reason why we do what we do and are able to do what we do. All right. And on that note, I leave you with this quote. Excuse me very much. The tongue of the wise man is behind his heart, and the heart of a fool is behind his tongue. How's it, Ali? You want me to repeat that? Yeah. Don't listen. Don't look incredulary. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it again. The tongue of the wise man is behind his heart, and the heart of a fool is behind his tongue. Yeah, marinate on that. It's been fun, but we got to run. We appreciate y'all for listening. Don't forget to check us out at. Don't do that. Every Saturday at 9 on the PM side. It's like 5 of y'all. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Anyway, don't do that.
Leave it, stop butter.
Right here at 9 on the PM. Right here on the yard at 9 on PM side. Did I say that right? Anywho. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course YouTube. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. But before we get out of here, we're gonna hit y'all with this one more time. Hey, y'all know the store is open, right? Y'all know the store is open. Y'all didn't know that? Okay, we're gonna hit y'all with the merch, right?
What it do, sports fans? It's your man BSJ from the Shop Report. And guess what? The shop is now open for business, baby. If you're on Facebook, go to our fan page, The Shop Report, click on more, and then shop to view all products. Or if you're on Instagram, click on the shop tab to see all our products. I mean, what you want me to do? I'm selling merch here.
That's right. We selling merch here, baby. You understand me? The BSJ, son. But yeah, all jokes aside, man, I appreciate y'all, everybody I do all the time. Again, y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course, YouTube. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We would again be much obliged. And if that don't work, Google it. For my dudes, Be Rich, Double J, TJ, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay, and you've been listening to the Shop Report. Remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla, I'm out.